Look at the flash on this phone. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. In today's video, we're gonna be looking at the new Vivo V30. If you followed along the channel, you'd know that we previously featured Vivo V devices, and these phones are particularly known for their camera flash features. The Vivo V30 is no different. In this video, we're gonna be unboxing this. We're gonna be talking about the new features that we have on this phone. We're also gonna be doing a camera tour and some sample shots. Let's go. So, what's hot about the Vivo V30? First of all, this is supposedly the slimmest phone we've gotten from Vivo, and that's quite slim. This is also powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, and it has a 5000 mAh battery with 80-watt fast charging. But again, the exciting part about this phone is that cool flash. So this new Aura Light Portrait is now obviously bigger, and it has a softer light according to Vivo. It also uses AI for better performance, and supposedly this flash is distance sensitive, meaning you'll be able to adjust how harsh that flash is depending on how near or far the subject is to your camera. Aside from that, there's also Aura Portrait Light Video, which uses the flash, those other settings, and DIS and OIS for smooth, low light video footage. All exciting things to test out, but first, let's take a closer look at the actual phone. I'm honestly currently loving the looks that these Vivo phones have been serving. So for the Vivo V30, that is a smooth back, but you see this subtle design on it, sort of like glittery waves, and it just looks good when the light bounces off of those little details. I feel like this gives these phones a little bit more personality from the sea of slabs that we see every day in the market. Now, these are very, very sleek phones. As you can see, there are curved edges all around, and that means, for me at least, with smaller hands, a better in-hand feel. On the back, you get a square module, and what's so new about these V devices is that the flash, or what they call the aura lighting, now has a bigger spot, so that square by the side of the camera module is where it lies. Would that mean better aura lighting? We'll find out soon enough. Now on the side, you get a volume rocker and a power button. At the bottom, you get your speakers, USB-C port, you get your SIM tray, that's a clean other side, and up top, you have professional portrait written on there. They're really leaning into the portrait aspect of this phone. Up front, that's a curved screen that fully just realizes the whole sleek feel of this phone. Right, camera tour time. So under photo, you can do wide 1x, 2x, and zoom up until 20x, and then back to wide. Now up here, you have Google Lens, and then you have the options for the flash. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you. So you can turn on your Aura light on or off here, and you can see it's the whole square now, and the temperature is also something you can adjust. So if you toggle here, you can see it's a little bit red, orange. If you toggle to the other side, now it's white. So you have the option to switch it around depending on your lighting needs. On your right, you have video. You can do wide, 1x, 2x, up until 10x. Back to wide, and then up here you have standard stabilization, ultra, or you can turn that off. You can also shoot in 4K or 1080p 30 or 60 FPS, although the default is at 1080p. Down here you have options for your aperture. So as you can see, you can toggle to an aperture of 1, and that makes my background blurred. You also have different beauty modes, and this is live on video, always pretty cool. Here you have a micro movie mode, which basically gives you templates so that it's easier for you to shoot like vertical shorts. As you can see, there are different categories, and you have a bunch of them to choose from on here. Under more, you have your other camera features. For example, you have high resolution, you have your slow-mo, astrophotography. A pro mode is on here as well, and you can shoot raw on pro mode. You also have stuff like your supermoon mode, time-lapse, or dual view mode. On the other side, we have portrait, and you can do 1x or 2x, zoom in. No, you cannot. You have your aperture settings. Again, this is something you can adjust. You have your beauty mode. You also have, postures. And we've seen this before on Vivo phones. It's these cute little cutouts or like patterns that will allow you to have different poses. So that just makes it easier for you to come up with a better photo. Here, you also have your different filters. And this looks like it's different for the portrait modes as well, and then your normal filters. Up here, you have a super night mode on portrait, and then on the other side, you have a night mode. You can go wide, 1x, 2x up until 20x, back to 1x, and then you have different filters for your night mode, and again, that's specific to the night mode. Up here, you get your panorama night mode, your super moon, and your astro photography mode. Right, now on to selfie. So you have wide, 1x, 2x, and you can zoom up until, well, 2x. And here you have your different filters. You can also toggle intensity for those filters. Up here, you have your different settings. You have your ratio, you have your timer, grid lines, HDR, level, and then on to the right side, you have video, which can do wide, 1x, 2x, up until 2x, and this can also shoot 4K video, but the default resolution is at 1080p 30 FPS. On 1080p, it can do 30 or 60 FPS. And then you also have steady face mode, but that does revert to 1080p 30 FPS. On the side here, you have your different makeup filters. Do you see that? Look, no filter, with filter. You also have movie LUTs, pretty cool, and you can also toggle intensity and of course these other filters as well. You can do a live beauty mode on here, and there's also your portrait mode, and you can toggle the bokeh. As you can see, now my background is blurred, now my background is clear. Now there's also a micro movie mode. Again, this is that feature that allows you to do quick edits. And under more, of course we've seen this before. Onto the other side, you have portrait photo. You can do wide, 1x, 2x up until, well, 2x. You have the same edit features as well. And under night mode, this does wide, 1x, 2x, and of course you get the beauty mode. So that was our first look at the Vivo V30. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other types of videos you would want me to make on these phones. If you want a camera vlog test or a social media test, comment down below. All details I have on the Vivo V30, I'll be putting down in the description box below. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's isadoes_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time.